Welcome out to the Epically Geeky Show, episode number 7. I am your host for the evening, Eugene Stevens. Tonight's opening question actually comes from our special guest, so we're going to hand it off to him first. And tonight's question is, Marvel or DC? Ray, Marvel or DC?
That's an easy one. Marvel all the way.
Any particular reason?
Any particular reason? Other than they've kicked DC's ass in all the movies. We'll have a conversation side, don't worry. They've treated their Marvel characters with more respect, and they have a much better reason for having a multiple universes than DC.
Well, it sounds like a good enough answer to me. The guy who was immediately thought he was wrong, Cyrus, Marvel or DC?
Well, here in America,
oh, Lord.
we go for, truth, justice, and all of that stuff. Isn't that what they said? Superman Returns? Isn't that what he said? I don't know. Anyway. DC, dude. Screw Marvel. I love Marvel, but screw them. What? Yeah. No, Christopher Nolan, hands down. What are you gonna do? You got nothing that even compares. So I don't even have to say anything. Like, really? What do you have that's in the same league as The Dark Knight?
Rudy? Marvel or DC?
I'm going Marvel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going Marvel. And technically, Canada is in North America, so, kiss my ass. But
I can see it from my house.
Yeah, that too. No, Marvel. Marvel has they've got the fan factor right now. I mean, yeah, sure. Christopher Nolan, was. I mean, he captured a very mature audience, but Marvel has the next generation in the palm of their hands. So, yeah.
Ew.
That's a good point. Jay, Marvel or DC?
Yes.
No, one or the other. You must choose. You're not throwing the other one into the fire. We're not doing absolute black and white.
I have to say, if I could just interject for a moment.
No, he's rebuttal. It's called a rebuttal.
Your Honor, if I may approach the bench.
You may approach it, bitch.
Go ahead.
This is not a political debate.
If I may approach you, bitch. I mean, the bench. We haven't seen the DC reboot stuff. Like, this is a premature, question, dude.
That being said, sorry, I'm going to interject there.
You're out of order.
Objection.
Are you saying that DC needs more time to make their case? That we have to make this decision, Cyrus, based on the unknown future?
Jay, did you hear someone speaking?
Jay, answer the question. Marvel or DC?
I gotta go with Marvel as of right now. Because, I mean, Man of Steel was good. Superman Returns, meh. Like we're talking Green Lantern, meh. But on the other hand, you got, Avengers, Age of Ultron, you got the Iron Man movies, you got just so much Thor movies, Ant-Man, Guardians of the Galaxy.
Where's Rachel? Where's Rachel?
And then you have
Deadpool.
Well, I'm just saying stuff that's already out. You got like Jessica Jones. You got, Daredevil. Yeah, of course they got Flash and Arrow, which are Gotham, I think, really sucks. But I mean, but you look at what's coming out. Yeah, the DC does have their Suicide Squad, which I will admit looks fucking fantastic, and Batman vs Superman looks really good, but still, Deadpool, more Thor, more Avengers, Captain America: Civil War.
Dude, that
Yeah.
should be the name of the next Thor movie. More Thor.
Dude, from Ragnarok to more Thor. I'm going to weigh in here, and I've got to say Marvel.
Yeah.
If nothing else for the fact that
big fucking surprise.
I will-
sorry, dude, but right now my boys, they're just now kind of starting to explore superheroes, and as it stands right now, Marvel is more approachable. Marvel is the universe that they're going to get interested in first because, feasibly I could show them the Marvel movies. They really can't sit down and enjoy anything DC's produced.
I will throw this out there. If you go straight cartoon movies,
Now, cartoons,
DC.
DC
DC made some awesome.
Yes, they have, and I'll agree with that 100%.
I need to reframe my previous objections to this. Like, I stand by my position that this is an unfair assessment at this point. But I would also like to draw attention to the fact that Eugene is the one who asked this question. And it's clear this was used as a way to prematurely frame things in favor of Marvel. He's prejudicing the jury.
I think you've been watching too many political movies.
I think he has too.
I actually think he knew what your response would be, and it'd be different than everybody else's. So he
Yes.
framed this question to get a negative light on you for our listeners.
This is actually about me.
Let me ask you this. Derek was originally supposed to join us tonight. You knowing Derek better than anyone else, Sai, what would Derek have answered, do you think?
Look, anybody could say anything at any given moment. All right?
He has been watching too many political debates.
Yes, he has. All right. So you know what? Tell you what. Maybe we should make this a few after a couple of these new movies come out and we have a better grasp as to what the DC universe cinematic universe is going to look like. Maybe we should do a full-on drill-down discussion of Marvel versus DC, so we can table this until then.
I think it's fair if we state that Marvel has not been immaculate in their movie making. Like, do you even remember what happened in the second Iron Man? Does anybody?
Yeah, it wasn't great, but...
Do you remember Dolph Lundgren's Punisher? I love that movie. Personally, I love that movie.
Actually,
You're the one guy, yes, I know.
So I have to ask this question. Were you not let down by Superman versus Batman, the latest trailer?
Yes, I was. It was ridiculous.
So, right there, you're holding DC above, where I look at the news...
I'm not holding anything above. What I'm saying is this entire question was framed as a way to, attack DC.
You can't handle the truth.
I actually go as far as to say this. Look, the Christopher Nolan Batman movies are amazing, all right?
Agreed.
And in fact, I would say largely responsible for the resurgence of superhero movies. Okay?
You got to go back further than that, but yeah.
Really? Because I remember Batman and Robin pretty much killed superhero movies.
Yeah, but if you look at the original Batman and that one, I think started it all. But anyway,
I'm not. Yes, there was a whole bunch of really
disagree.
shitty superhero movies that all came out in the late 80s and early 90s. And it culminated with the climax of that fucking horrifying piece of shit from Joel Schumacher. And after that, what superhero movie came out? Actually, I have to say, if we really want to be fair, it's X-Men that really should be given credit for that.
Is X-Men Marvel or DC?
Here we go, dude.
Boom. All right, so let's move on into tonight's main topic. And growing up, all of us pretty much, had action figures. I love action figures. To this day, I still collect Transformers. My boys are getting of the age that they're starting to collect action figures. And action figures are just awesome. And it's one of those things that there are a couple of companies out there that you can actually, take multiple pictures of yourself and have an action figure made of you, which I think would be really cool. Granted, it's extremely expensive. But
the Lego ones are badass.
yeah, I mean, there's so many good ones out there.
I've heard if you go to like New Orleans, you can get an action figure yourself made real cheap.
Oh, I bet you can. Yeah.
Like, and you stick needles in it, and you fucking like all kinds of shit happens. It's fun.
Anyway, so before we start off tonight's major topic, and we're going to basically come up with what we think an action figure of ourselves would be like. Let's just have a quick discussion of what were some of your favorite action figures growing up. Now, I guess technically Transformers count as an action figure, but when I think action figure, I mainly more so think like more like a human type character. The problem with some of the really small ones is there's definitely some benefits and stuff. The larger action figures had a lot more detail to them. They were really cool. But on the other hand, like you didn't get the vehicles that came with them. Whereas like if they were smaller, they didn't have as much detail, but you could get some really awesome vehicles. And I think kind of the sweet spot that I want to say Hasbro found was G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe had a lot of articulation. There was a lot of variation in the actual characters, but you also were the scale was right that you could get some really cool action figures and even some really cool play sets. But
you know what the worst G.I. Joe figure was?
What's that?
Deep Six.
Deep Six.
He came with that underwater, the shark or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it was.
That sounds about right.
And he's like wearing like a spacesuit, but he goes underwater. The only part of him that moved was his arms. And
what? Why?
I don't know. Look it up.
That's ridiculous because that's the whole point of the like I said, they had really good articulation. All of their arms, most of their joints and stuff moved. Those were great.
Their midsections were their weak spot.
That's very true because if you twisted them around too much, that rubber band would snap, and you were pretty much SOL at that point.
Well, this guy was just a solid piece of plastic.
That's crazy. I didn't know about that one.
I'm looking at that one right now. It looks like it would suck.
Yes.
So what are some other action figures y'all had that y'all really enjoyed?
Thundercat.
Thundercats.
Oh, yeah,
Thundercats were really well made as well. They had pretty good articulation as well.
I liked the Centurions.
Yes, those were cool.
They were awesome.
Centurions were one of those. They kind of, like I said, the problem with the larger action figures because they definitely were a larger size, action figure. You missed out on having like a lot of vehicles and stuff, but because of the toy line themselves, like that was that kind of the key thing. You can have a larger action figure because they didn't have vehicles. Like all their weapons and stuff snapped onto their suits. So, which number one, that was a badass idea. Those were awesome toys.
I was also
Ninja
a big fan of Visionaries.
Visionaries. Visionaries.
I actually went through and tried to buy the DVD collection of Visionaries, and nobody has gone through and like remastered it. So to find a DVD version, it's like $85. But
that's pretty ridiculous.
You can watch most of it on YouTube. It's not great quality, but my son does love it, and I gotta be honest, I freaking love it too. It's pretty normal.
Oh, they've got most of the episodes on YouTube. I did not know that.
Yeah, it's not real good quality, and like I want to say like one of the best quality ones I saw was like season 1. It's in its entirety, all one video. I mean, it's like 3 hours long or something like that.
Oh Lord!
But it's just great.
There's a toy line that I really liked, but the figures were kind of garbage. They were Mask. You remember Mask?
Yep.
The vehicles were not bad, but yeah, the characters were like I think they bent it like they're at their hips, and then they're like their arms, at their shoulders, but like the rest of everything else didn't move. I remember watching.
They were little. They were like
they were tiny too.
It was like midgets, and you played with them with your G.I. Joes, and you just felt bad for them, like constantly letting them win because you just like, oh. Look,
I know Jay brought up Ninja Turtles. Those were really cool action figures as well.
Yeah, they were.
I still remember having some RoboCop toys, you know, the toys from Terminator 2.
Who can forget He-Man?
I was gonna say He-Man was
Well,
another
obviously,
toy line.
obviously.
Voltron.
Voltron
Oh,
was pretty good
yeah.
too.
But the figures kind of sucked.
Yeah, I
Like,
agree with that.
To get them together properly.
Yeah, but once you did get the whole collection, got them together properly, it was pretty fucking awesome, though.
No, we're not talking about the cats. They're talking about the people, the little people.
Oh,
Like they
fuck
would
the
go
little
and-
people. No one cared about the little people.
That's yeah, their legs and everything was like bendable. They were like all cheap and shit.
Yeah, but who played with the little people?
Shut up. We're making-
No one played with the little people.
Who
We're
drove your
talking
cats?
about- Did you guys get the wrestlers, like the WWF wrestlers?
Yeah, we had some of those.
Yep.
That was pretty popular.
Yeah, they were awesome. Ultimate Warrior.
I've never been a wrestling fan.
So let me ask y'all this.
Rat-
I was gonna say, let me ask you this. So, how do y'all come down on the variants? And let me give you a good example of this. So you had your normal He-Man that you went and bought, and your normal Skeletor, but then you could get battle damage He-Man.
Hell yes. Hell yes. Except
Okay.
it didn't work. Piece of
Yeah,
shit.
when it stopped moving. Yeah.
Yeah, when it stopped moving, it always seemed to stop on the worst possible damage. It's like, well, He-Man just looks effed up all the time. But like, okay, so before the show, I was talking about how Ninja Turtles, I think, was one of the worst offenders of this. They literally had like Ninja Turtles that you could buy that were decked out, for like the Olympics. You could buy Samurai Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which just sounds like an oxymoron to me. It's those other variants that you would get, and to me, I never was a fan of variant action figures. I always wanted the action figure to look like it did in the cartoon.
Yeah, I hated that Special Olympics fucking Ninja Turtles.
Oh God.
Well, and it's funny, Eugene, you say that the new Ninja Turtle line, they equally offend that same rule. I mean,
Are you serious?
Yeah, seriously. I wouldn't be surprised to see the going to the mailbox Raphael. I mean, it's bad.
I'm hoping they don't.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, there's like episode specific characters.
Quadriplegic.
Yeah, I'm not cool with that. Yeah.
Cross-dressing Splinter, that was weird.
And I never really enjoyed that either because they would come up with a character, like you said, for an episode specific. So there was one particular episode where the character dressed one particular way. They never looked like that in the rest of the episodes. Why would I want that one? And it always seemed like everyone else felt the same way because that was always the one that they had like 15 of still on the hook at the toy store, and the one you wanted was always gone.
Yeah, that one episode of Transformers where Optimus all of a sudden has that laser axe. Who would want that?
I'm giving you the bird right now. You found the one hole in my argument.
It's a big hole. It's a
Okay,
big.
but here's the thing. That was also an accessory. That was also not like it wasn't. It's not permanently attached to. There might be one that's permanently attached, but I'm talking about like so you would okay. So let's take Transformers. So you would have Optimus Prime who's been in the snow, so there's snow on him.
Oh, that sounds cool, actually.
Okay, whatever. You're killing me, dude. All right. So with that, let's go ahead and let's move into our main topic. And I asked the guys to come up with the items that would be in their action figure. Hopefully, everyone's going to stick to fairly accurate for themselves, but I'm going to put in a rule here and say that if someone claims something about their action figure that just totally does not seem that is the actual person, I think the rest of us should be able to overrule it and substitute it with something else.
We're talking about calling bullshit on somebody's life?
We're talking about calling bullshit on.
You don't know my life.
Well, we're about to find out. So would anyone like to go first? And we're going to start off with the way that your action figure is dressed.
I'm going first. I mean,
all right, Rudy. So what is your action figure going to be dressed like, Rudy?
Well, I think my action figure is going to be in brown cargo shorts, probably have a black Star Wars T-shirt of some type on, and tennis shoes.
In particular shoes?
Just some type of some kind of Nike tennis shoes.
What brand does Walmart make?
Oh God.
Airspeed.
I have to say that's pretty accurate for Rudy. That would be a pretty accurate.
I was
action
thinking
figure
more
for
like
Rudy.
socks with sandals. That's what I was thinking.
The only person I've ever seen with socks and sandals is you, Cyrus.
Yeah, that's true. Side to be completely honest, unless it's like for my work shoes, I pretty much don't wear socks like ever now. I never wear socks in my shoes because I buy the shoes that are meant to fit like.
Wow.
Yeah,
Do you get the toe shoes?
No, I don't do that. That's
Crocs.
unusual.
You like the Crocs?
No, I do got a pair of canvas
Crocs
I wear from time to time. Yeah, I do.
Crocs have a place, and
They
that's
do.
yard work.
In the
Yeah.
trash.
Yard work.
You like the flippy floppies? You got?
No, I don't do flip flops. I don't do toe thong. I don't do that.
I just do regular thong.
Okay, so
I just do regular
Okay, no, Gina, we're just gonna stick to the way it's dressed, or can I go ahead and just do all the characteristics for my original character? Because I'm ready to roll here.
should we go ahead and just go straight through, or?
Just
Yeah,
let
just
Rudy do-
Yeah,
let
just go ahead and
Rudy
get
do whatever
straight
you
All right,
want.
Rudy. All right,
Here you go.
so
Here you go. Okay,
okay,
so
so
brown
you-
cargo shorts, the black Star Wars T-shirt, and the tennis shoes.
all right. So
My
what are your accessories? What are your three
Oh.
accessories that your action figure comes with?
Well, he's going to come with his iPhone.
Okay.
I knew it. I knew it.
I mean, it's nearly inseparable. Barbecue tongs,
Okay.
and then the last one is going to be it's going to be like an orange shaker bottle, because I've got my bottle with me friggin' everywhere I go. Eugene could probably testify to that. But
Unfortunately, yes, I can testify to that.
yes, I mean at work. I mean everywhere. It's all over the place. The vehicle for separate purchase would be, well, it would be my truck. It would be my 2004 four-door F-150. That's what it
Okay.
would be.
You don't want to go with the green Tempo you drove in college?
No, Eugene, I didn't have the green Tempo. Mom had the green Tempo. I had a
Mom
white
had the green
Tempo.
You had the
And
white.
my
I'm
white
sorry,
Tempo,
it was
and
the
T was
Tempo.
missing, and they called it the Tempo. Yeah.
I remember that car.
Yeah. I wanted to forget that for a while, but yeah.
It went really well with your letter jacket.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because when you met me, I was in high school. Yeah. Anyhow, and then okay, the other thing you had on there for basics was
We had a lot of
phrases.
hair back then.
Yeah. What are your three phrases when you hit the button on the back of the Rudy action figure? What three phrases does it cycle through?
Well, I figured I probably need to do them like in the voice that I do them. So like typically when I see my sons, hey boy, so that's one.
Yep, that sounds pretty accurate.
And then almost in sequence immediately after that, my daughter who's 3 comes, hey little girl. Does that sound pretty accurate, Eugene?
Yeah, I could go with that. So what's your third phrase?
My third one is Siri, and then a pause, and then I go to having my conversation with Siri, asking Siri various things, because I dictate to my phone constantly, or I ask my phone questions constantly. Siri is almost like a third leg or a third nut, Yeah.
Siri's a bitch.
I just thought it was funny that you went one kid, the other kid, and then instead of the wife, Siri.
See, that's the
But
thing.
you know what? I'm gonna say it's accurate. I'm not gonna.
It is.
Serious on this.
Siri is easier to talk to.
Okay.
And I wasn't going there. But most of the time it's like when I do get home, it's time for me to take over the kids. So Jamie has some sanity. So it's like when she hears me coming to the door, she gets to go hide for a while. So yeah.
Well, there you go. Oh, one other question.
We tag team the children. So
The one other question was what playset would the Rudy action figure?
Okay. Well, actually,
be in?
I've got 2 play sets, but I thought the original play set is going to be my garage playset.
Okay.
And what I think would be fun about the garage playset is it's going to have all kinds of stuff in it. It's going to have the squat rack over to the side with the elliptical and the treadmill. Eugene's familiar. He's been in my garage, many times. He knows the way it's set up. So it's like half my garage is that stuff. The other
all kinds of half-built stuff, right?
no, actually, no. Sorry, that's your assessment. Don't ruin my life here. Okay. And then around now, this actually has something to do with building stuff. But around the rest of the perimeter, I've got a couple of tool shelves with an assortment of tools. I've got my chop saw and my table saw, and yeah, there's probably lots of wood scraps and things like that. Because I do actually build quite a few things. So anyhow, not half-built things. Thank you very much, Simon. But yes.
I have to say that this sounds like a very accurate description of an action figure that would pretty much sum you up. So I'm not going to call BS on that one. So
can I just say that I think that this figure might be a little too busy for kids. Not sure what audience this is going to appeal to. Mommy, can I have the Rudy figure? Why?
This is for the fans of the Epically Geeky show. This is going to be our fans collecting these action figures. So okay.
I'm definitely buying the Rudy figure.
Oh,
okay. I would say I'm already anticipating the Cyrus Martin figure is going to be made for the mature audience.
No,
that would be the J figure. Speaking of which, who would like to go next?
Go ahead.
Oh God.
Sure.
All right, Jay's going to go next. All right, Jay. So, what would your action figure be dressed like?
He just comes, dressed with standard tennis shoes, some like basketball shorts, and a t-shirt.
Really, I thought for sure you were going to say like a tank top for workout purposes.
Well, I did put sleeveless shirt on my description, so that will work.
Okay, there you go. So
I do come equipped with a 6-pack of beer.
Okay.
Equipped.
Equipped. A TV remote.
Okay.
And an Xbox controller.
That, you know what, sounds awesome so far.
And he does have a vertical Kung Fu grip. He is the single man action figure.
Okay, the single version, gotcha.
I'm assuming that vertical grip that's to raise the TV remote, correct? Yes?
Yeah, you could say
that's
that.
Exactly what I was thinking. Okay.
What 3 phrases does the J action figure have when you hit the button on his back?
That's goddamn poofery.
Okay.
I gotta go back to it's a scientific fact. Lesbians wear flannel.
Okay.
And I will not stand for such butt fuckery.
What about field dressing the hobo? Come on, man.
That could be on the special.
That could be the special edition. Yeah, that could.
I do come with another little accessory in the package, and much like Mutt did from G.I. Joe, I come with a pug.
You know what? I did not even think about that. That is actually. Oh my God! That you just blew my mind. I didn't even think about a pet and/or familiar because I know Rudy would come with Scotty.
Yes, my Dotson. Yes.
And I do have an advantage because you said it had to be something that we've actually driven.
Uh-huh.
I did do my little stint in the military, so I have driven a Hummer. So
nice.
So I did get to put that in there.
Okay.
And much like the Ninja Turtle van, instead of shooting out like manhole covers, mine shoots out weightlifting plates. Which I thought was a nice little touch.
Oh, okay. Jay's bringing the game.
Yeah, and for my little home base, it was pretty dull. It's just my bedroom that comes equipped with a TV, the Xbox, and a bed.
with restraints.
Yep. I had to put somewhere in there where 2 of the accessories actually fit in. So the TV remote and the Xbox control and the 6-pack of beer next to my lonely bed to go with the Kung Fu grip. There we go. It all ties in.
Gotcha. All right, Cyrus, would you like to go next?
Sure.
All right. So how is your action figure dressed?
My action figure.
He's not.
Oh God.
Don't give him ideas.
My action figure wears khakis, tennis shoes, and a blue polo shirt that doesn't quite fit because he's real fat.
Oh God.
He actually, another accessory is he comes with a desk that his ankle is chained to.
This is a work ethic side.
There's a window at the desk, and you get a bunch of accessories. Basically, he comes with y'all remember Boulder Hill for mask?
Yes.
Well, he comes with a warehouse, and there's a lot of accessories involved in this, and there's a lot of additional truck driver figures that you get, and they're on a conveyor belt that goes in front of the window, and it's just all kinds of just really horrifying, fucked up people, basically.
Normal truck drivers.
Yeah, when they get to the window, they do different things. Some of them fart, some of them sneeze, some of them
Bitch and
scratch
complain
their ass.
uncontrollably.
Yeah,
So
they
you're
yell.
saying they're expansion packs for
Right.
yours. Okay.
I also have a kung fu action, but instead of my waist, like He-Man, waist swings or the arm does the judo chop. Instead of doing that, it's a face palm. It's just constantly.
Pretty good.
What
That's
about
awesome.
what about your phrases? Because I can already anticipate one of your phrases at the window.
Yeah.
What you
So
have
what
brought me this
phrases?
week is worth 1/4 portion.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
phrases. Well, I don't know. Phrases. Phrases would include things like "other door, dumbass." Can you read?
Dumbass.
One of your phrases has to
We-
be "fuck that motherfucker." That's like your catchphrase.
Fuck that motherfucker. Yes.
Fuck
We
that
are
motherfucker.
closed. Oh, you're
Hey,
a
what-
funny guy. There's another one. Oh, you're
There
a
you
funny
go. What vehicle does the Cyrus Martin action figure come with?
He comes with an old, beat-up yellow forklift that
Oh, God.
it's remote controlled. It's actually RC control. With the old
Okay.
school antenna and everything. But the
Uh-huh.
controls are fucked up and it doesn't work right. You push left and sometimes it goes left, sometimes it goes right. You hit the gas and it'll stutter and then smoke will come out of it. And it constantly needs to be recharged.
I thought you were gonna say a little Nissan car.
3C
with the window
batteries for
halfway up.
5 minutes worth of playtime.
It's not good. Well, I'm gonna leave my Nissan out of it. All right. I don't want to. That's too close to home. Too close to home. Yeah. So that's basically, the great action figure. I mean,
Work
Sounds pretty
ethic
good.
size, what you're saying. Okay, gotcha.
you could call it that.
Ray, what's your action figure like?
All right, so my action figure is I'm dressed up with a hoodie and jeans, and I've got a vintage comic T-shirt on.
Got it.
Obviously Marvel. This would be set in the Reno cottage, so doing renovations in the cottage. So the accessories would be a Samsung phone with Google on it because I'm always Googling what to figure out. Timmy's coffee in one hand, so Tim Hortons, and then various tools and stuff to fix stuff around the house. And the vehicle I would be driving is a 1987 VW Cabrio. It is a convertible.
Okay.
That makes it kind of fun.
Does it have? What's the license plate say?
I brake for no one.
Oh, come on.
I thought
No fat chicks.
I thought you would have had like a Zamboni or something hockey inspired.
You know, I was thinking that, but
Like
unfortunately,
all hot rodded out,
I have not
like
driven a Zamboni. So.
like shoots flames out the sides, you know.
That'd be kind of detrimental with it being on ice.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's kind of.
Intense heat over frozen body of water.
It would fix
Saturday. Ray on his fire Zamboni.
Yeah. And then
And what phrases would it say?
So catchphrases, I go with my intro typically is, "Are you having fun yet?" And then the next one would always say "liar" because everybody says, "Oh yeah." And then
Ray needs to say some fucked up shit once in a while.
yeah, well,
In true Canadian fashion, sorry. Always apologizing for everything. Sorry.
yeah, we'll go with the last one being sorry.
Oh my god.
Well
That's
done.
hilarious.
Oh my God. Yes, I apologize. Go fuck yourself. That's what it's.
Ray's gonna go back to Ducky and be like, "That Jay's a fucking dick."
I don't know
What are
about
you
you
doing?
hanging out. I don't know about you hanging out with these Americans.
Oh, really? With the boot again?
And I actually wrote that down. One of my catchphrases was going to be, "I don't say a boot," just so that everybody.
hey, I got a catchphrase for you. Here's the phrase. How about a boot? And then you kick them.
Well done.
Is that his motion?
Is that
like
his-
a kicking motion?
That's his
Yeah,
crime fighting.
How about a boot? Boom! Right in the nuts.
I would probably go with the Samuel L. Jackson voice of "Say a boot one more time."
Awesome.
Instead of having like ninja stars he throws, they're like little maple leaves.
Oh, it's donuts.
So we're talking about a superhero, right?
Of course.
Alrighty.
How about Eugene?
All right. So the Eugene action figure is
Very
depends
dull.
on the time of the year. It's either jeans or cargo shorts, but it's definitely wearing. That would be the alternate version. We'll get there in a second. The T-shirt will be, some kind of pop culture mashup shirt like I've been wearing. Of course, he will have a hat, and I'll be wearing my black Converse All-Stars.
Very gay looking hat.
Fuck you, motherfucker. Oh, sorry, that's size action figure.
I thought I have a really cool accessory for the Eugene action figure.
Okay, what is it?
He comes with it's actually pretty cool. Like inside of the Eugene action figure is a magnet, and he comes with little pieces of different kinds of food, like pizza, hot dog, hamburger, and they have
Sticks to him.
no, they have magnets that repel. So he's always like anytime you try to get the hot dog near him, his head turns. He won't eat, And then after he doesn't eat, he gets smaller. Like he has you have to pull him his top and bottom to make him tall, and then the magnet motion of turning his head makes his body shrink. Keeps going down.
This
So is it
sounds
kinda
like a
like-
special edition.
Is it kind of like a reverse Stretch Armstrong? Instead of getting
Yes,
bigger, it gets
That's
smaller?
exactly what I was going to say.
I think it sounds pretty cool, actually. And then I can just hear the quotes. Oh no, I'm fat. I can't eat that.
You're
Oh,
killing
no.
me. You're killing me, motherfucker.
I've got to go back on my diet.
Actually, that one probably should be on mine. My accessories would be my iPhone, because much like Rudy, it pretty much is attached to my hip. The TV remote. I don't watch a lot of TV, but I'm constantly putting on stuff for the boys, so the TV remote's pretty much there. And then the third one would be my grill spatula, because, you got to have the spatula. I really had a hard time.
Why do you have a spatula if you don't ever eat anything? That's what I don't understand.
Fuck you.
He cooks a lot.
I cook a lot, and that's actually the problem with my playset. As I was trying to figure out, would it be my office or would it be my my grill outside? But I ended up going with my office just because there's There's more fun stuff in there.
What if it's like a transforming thing? Like it's the grill that turns into the office or something?
Oh, so like it's a big grill, but then like you open it up and it's a playset on the inside? Like it turns into my office? Is that what you're saying?
I don't know. Like you fold it in half or some shit.
There you go. Okay, yeah.
And one of your phrases could be, "Did you get that email?"
Oh, my.
Oh. It comes with like Excel.
A box. It's literally the install box for Excel.
Windows Vista.
No, then it would be my Mac.
So it don't work.
My vehicle would be. I'm gonna have to stick with my 2011 Mustang. I toyed with the idea of my maroon 65 Mustang I had back in college, but yeah, I'm gonna have to stick with my 2011 Mustang. And my phrases, I originally said, unfortunately, some of the ones y'all have suggested actually sound pretty good. Epic, because I do still say that a lot. Here's one for you. How about so who's gonna be on this week's show? Is that a pretty good catchphrase? Is that something? And then absolutely, I would have to say seriously, because I say that constantly.
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
I've tried to figure out if my son got that phrase from you or my wife. Seriously. Because he says it constantly. Seriously?
Seriously?
Seriously. Yeah. And I don't know if he got it from Uncle Gene or Mom. I don't know. I couldn't tell.
That's pretty good.
So
I figured you'd work in right someplace. Yeah.
I guess I have a lot of sayings I could have in there. I just didn't realize it.
Of course, I think the best thing would be to have it talk like a robot.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going to say that.
Exterminate.
Christine, what would you like to eat tonight? I can grill, but I can't eat.
And the Psy version would like. So what would the alternate version of Psy? Psy would be like what? It would just randomly scroll through different Thundercats things that aren't quite there, but they're
Hey,
pretty
we're
close.
not back to Psy yet.
Yeah, I was just
start
I'm
back
just
over
asking.
with Rudy. We got to start
Are
back
you,
over.
are you mocking my Thundercats impersonations?
Absolutely not.
How dare you?
I would never do that. All right, so I've asked everyone to come up with an alternate version, and this is like a special edition. So go back to what we were originally talking about at the beginning of the show. These are the alternate versions that you can find of an action figure. It may be from something you've done specifically. It could be whatever. And we may actually go through a couple different rounds here, but we'll see how this goes. So, Rudy, what would an alternate version of you be?
Okay, I'm kind of torn here because when I came up with a playset, I actually came up with two different playsets. So should I save the second playset for later because it's not quite the alternate me?
Sure, go ahead. Whatever.
Okay, I'll save it for later. Okay, here you go. Okay, the alternate me would be the work me, the assistant principal Rudy.
Okay.
That would be in a slacks with a shirt and tie. The sleeves always rolled up about to my elbows because I don't leave the sleeves rolled down. I don't wear my boots near as much now. I've got more comfortable shoes. Anyhow, it could be, it makes sense. Whatever. But yeah, that would be my alternate uniform there. But what I thought was fun about the alternate version is my catchphrases. They change a lot. So my phrases for my alternate version for the work Rudy would be move along, get to class on time. That'd be one of them. And my next one would be let's be completely honest. That probably wasn't your best decision. That's a phrase I say very often with students. And another one of my favorites, and believe it or not, I do get to use this one quite often. I'm sure a couple parents have heard this from me multiple times. Ma'am, I understand your frustration, but realistically, that's more of a police matter than a school matter.
Hey, you just reminded me about a news story I saw the other day.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Oh yes, yes. I'm not talking about that on the air at all.
Oh, okay.
All right.
But yeah, that's the alternate me. Now, as far as accessories with the alternate me, I have to carry a walkie-talkie on my belt all the time. So I have the walkie-talkie on my belt for the the assistant principal Rudy, which is anyhow.
Jay, do you have an alternate version?
Yeah, I do actually. I think
Is it
Okay.
closed?
we will see. The secondary version comes dressed in like khaki pants and a Apple
Cacos?
t-shirt. Yeah, shut the fuck up. And a Apple t-shirt.
Oh, I know where we're going. So you're going with a work version too?
It's not really a work version. It's
Okay.
more of a deranged work version. He does have a big scruffy beard.
Okay.
He does come with an accessory, which is a field knife and a piano wire.
Hobo.
Some of the accessories that you come with, it does come with a strangled deer. That's where the piano wire comes in.
Is his tongue hanging out?
Yes, of course.
Damn, that's awesome.
But this is a different type of action figure. You can undress him like the big G.I. Joes, and when you do, he does have a Mr. Turkey birthday suit.
You're talking about, so this is OMA version of
Yes. It's a throwback OMA version. So
throwback version.
And the
That's
thing is, it's much like, the Marvel Legends that you can buy at the store. If you buy all the different J's and the different accessories and packs that they come with, and you piece all the pieces together, it does make a gutted hobo.
Wow.
Just pieces of hobo everywhere.
Yeah, just pieces. If you don't piece it together, it still works fine because it's just like a disembodied hobo. But if you piece it together, then you get the whole picture.
Wow.
And that is the special OMA version of the J.
Once again, Jay's bringing the thunder on this. That's awesome, dude. That's hilarious.
And as far as a vehicle, I didn't really think of a secondary vehicle, but it'd probably just be the little Ford Focus. And much like Size Idea, where, there'd be little magnets in it to keep food away from you, this would keep any female figures away from the car. It'd repel them away.
That's hilarious. Sai, what's your alternate version?
I guess I would be like, it would be me with like red T-shirt, sitting in a chair with a bunch of video game systems, and 3 cats.
Bag of popcorn on his chest.
Like, action movement is both my hands cover my eyes and I cry.
Oh God.
Butter stains on his lap and shirt, or you hope they're butter stains.
I was going to say, so the video game virus alternate version of Cyrus, so you come with your chair and your game systems and your streaming equipment.
Yeah. The only quotes, things that I'll say, like you press the button and I snore.
Oh God.
Or it's either me snoring or me like very lowly, and like this is drawn out for, it's like a long clip. It lasts like, let's just say about 3.5 minutes of me just quietly sobbing.
Oh God.
And then there's that's about it. That's good enough.
Okay. Ray?
All right. Well, I was pretty happy about this one. So I'm going to go with Work Ray.
Okay.
We're going to call it Reactor Ray. Because I get to go to the nuclear station every day. So he's going to be dressed in all blues. So it's a blue coverall.
Did you say nuclear?
That's nuclear, yeah.
Oh, wow.
So the whole set comes with a reactor core that you can stand him in front of.
Okay.
And he gets to hold onto, and I thought it'd be fun to make them working radiation instruments so that we could actually see radiation with them, which would be kind of fun.
Okay.
That's awesome.
And then he gets to hold a glowing rod with,
So it's like a Homer doll.
Kind of a Homer doll, yeah. Like the reactor core rather than the office.
It's being repurposed, okay? It's saving a lot of money.
There's nuclear reactors in Canada.
Yes, there are.
No, there's no nuclear. There's nuclear reactor.
No one gives a fuck, Si. But so here pretty soon, since I'm pretty close to Canada, or within 5 hours,
Yeah.
I might get bombarded by fucking geese the size of fucking Boeing 747s, like these big mutated fucking geese.
No. But you might see Gooseman coming at you.
Big giant fucking moose.
I've seen him at my warehouse. He's a fucking asshole.
Yeah. So anyway, I thought that'd be kind of a fun one there. And then another accessory that he has as well is he has a protective suit that's a plastic radioactive suit. So you can dress him up to go to the reactor.
I wonder if that really is like helpful, or if it's just like, oh yeah, look, put on this suit, you'll be all right. Like, are you sure? Oh yeah, it stops radiation. Like, for real? Oh yeah, go ahead.
And then the people behind him are like, I can't believe he's fucking going in there.
What? It's a suit. You'll be all right.
We like to have fun with people, so usually we'll put a sign on the back of our hood, and it'll say, if you see me running, catch up quick.
Oh, that's the type of work that you could definitely pull that off. That would be awesome. I'm not going to go with a work version because, to be honest with you, it would be extremely dull. So my alternate version would be Comic-Con Eugene, and it would be.
Oh wait.
So,
I know what Eugene's work version would be.
Okay, go ahead.
Eugene sitting at a desk watching Netflix, and
in his Ghostbusters costume.
Yeah,
his Ghostbusters costume. Walking around the campus, walking.
You know what? A couple of years ago, that might have been the case, but now I pretty much work behind a standing desk. Yeah, it's pretty boring. So, but yeah, I would definitely have to go with Comic-Con Eugene and be dressed as a Ghostbuster, and of course, I'd have to have my proton pack. Not really a playset so much, but pretty much just kind of the action figure. So, there are two more things I want to just run through really quickly. Number one, and this may take a second for you to kind of think about. I had the idea, depending on who was and was not going to be on the show tonight, that maybe we should come up with action figures for the missing members. We're going to excuse Chris, mainly for we don't really want to get her husband in trouble. And secondly, I think we should focus on Lewis. We know Lewis pretty well, so what are some thoughts? What do you think the Lewis action figure
would come with? Alcohol.
I would say it's going to come with a briefcase with like a variety of 100 different small bottles of lager, and all of them in different languages that you can't read.
And tacos.
And tacos, yeah.
Dress would be jeans and just some kind of a faded T-shirt.
I'll just say I pictured him dressed like Steve Jobs when he's at work.
Oh, if we're gonna do a work version, that would be interesting.
I mean, seriously. Jeans and the black turtleneck. Can't you see that?
Oh God, what would his catchphrases be?
Fantastic.
I'm not gonna be on this week. That might be a good catchphrase. Trying to think, what would be a third catchphrase?
There you go. It's time for bed. It's 12:30.
There you go. Okay.
Sorry, Lou. You're gonna enjoy hearing that one.
Now, Rudy knows this. Of course, there's only one vehicle he would come with.
Well, it's got to be the black Celica.
Got to be that black Celica. He drove that thing into the ground. He got that when he was in high school?
Yeah, and it was a nice car. It was.
It was a nice car when he got it, but in the later years, Yeah, like I said, he drove that thing into the ground.
It was pretty
Celica,
timeless.
the later years.
Now,
We
as
took
for
that
his,
thing fishing. Yeah.
what would his playset would definitely have to be his living room, because pretty much sitting in front of the TV watching Spurs game. That's
Surrounded by bottles of liquor.
yes. Just countless beer bottles. So that would be a pretty good action. I think we pretty much threw that together. That didn't really take that long. All right, so real quick, think about what your action figure would look like if it was the college age you. College age you. We're talking about early 20s. You don't have to go through everything, but just in general as a variant, I'd have really big glasses. I would probably be wearing black blue jeans.
Oh, you'd have that gold necklace.
I would actually have hair. That would be an interesting variant. Yes, I'd have the
too.
yes.
We both had a lot of hair. I had a lot of hair.
Did you go like Mr. T back in college or something?
No, I didn't have like a bunch of gold. It just had the one gold chain.
Just the
That I
one.
was stupid enough to wear outside of my shirt. I don't know what I was thinking. Someone's alarm's going off.
Did you secretly want to be like Italian?
I don't think so. I don't know what the fuck was going on. It's one of those times in your life you look back. Like my wife constantly, anytime she sees a picture of how I used to look, she goes, "Yeah, I made you much better." And unfortunately, I can't argue that. I can't. Rudy, what would your college action figure be?
Golly. Yeah, I went through a couple stages in college, but very early on in college, the hair came off. Because remember when I first got to college, my freshman year, I still had the high school haircut.
Yep.
So literally, my hair was spiked. I mean, almost 3 inches high, all around. I mean, I looked like a friggin' koosh ball. But as soon as it started to go a little bit thin, I cut it down an eighth of an inch, and it's just been like that ever since. But I had no facial hair. There's a big difference. I had no facial hair
me
at
too.
all.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
Yeah. Pretty much all I wore were SFA shirts. That was it. It was either a purple shirt with white writing or a white shirt with purple writing.
Yep.
And those gray 90s type material athletic shorts, because the athletic department was basically paying for my entire wardrobe, and that's like I wore it to class, I wore it to go out to eat if I ever had money to go out to eat, which I basically never had any money to go out and eat. Oh, and solid white tennis shoes. I had solid white tennis shoes during college. I would never do that shit again.
Yeah, do you remember those rainbow tennis shoes I had? Those rainbow Nikes I had?
I do.
Yes.
Holy crap! They look like
Rainbow Bright shoes.
No, seriously,
Dude,
they look like he borrowed them from the Jamaican Olympic team. It was awful.
It was, I don't know what the hell I was thinking. Jay, what would early 20s you action figure look like?
Well, pretty much. I still had the goatee. I didn't have the bushy beard then. I still had the bald head. I've had that since like middle school. Actually, early 20s, I was actually in pretty good shape. That's when I was boxing. So I'd probably come with a pair of boxing gloves and, still basketball shorts, still pretty much the same attire. Not much has changed about me for a long, long time. Just gotten older and fatter and grumpier, I guess. Which I guess that could be like a transition doll. I mean...
Oh my god, that would be the other thing, is like my action figure, my 20-something action figure would actually be heavier than I am now.
See, mine would be like 120 pounds lighter than what I am now. It'd be almost a whole person lighter. But yeah, there wouldn't be much to mine. I mean, the vehicle, I think at that time, I think that's when I had my '77 one-ton pickup truck.
Wow.
That's a beast.
Yeah, it was. It was fucking massive. I had that thing decked out nice. And see, between that, I can't remember where I was working. I think that's when I was doing. I was working at a factory then, making car parts for Subaru. So
Well, there you go.
yeah.
Ray,
So.
what would early 20s version of you look like?
So mine would be a changing doll in the way that it would gain a gut from year 1 to year 2.
Okay.
About 40 pounds, right? So it's
Okay.
and then it would be dressed in really, really baggy jeans, like way too big for you. But the pockets would be pulled out because you had no money, right? So
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
and then it would have various vehicles. It would be constantly changing vehicles because it was whatever vehicle I could borrow at the time.
Okay.
Can I interject? Can we go back for just a quick second and everybody pick the one bottle of fluid that would come with your college age character?
My bottle of beer.
There you go. Mine would be a bottle of the fruit punch flavored, which was horseshit. It didn't taste nothing like fruit. Mad Dog 2020.
Ugh.
Oh yeah.
So you just like drank like fruit flavored piss?
It was like rubbing alcohol. It served a purpose.
Mixed with piss.
See, mine would be totally mundane, and it would be Mountain Dew because I drink Mountain Dew.
He drank the
constantly.
shit out of Mountain Dew, and he did not drink any alcohol then.
Nope.
None.
Wow.
Let's see.
Fuck yeah.
Mine would have probably been fucking, because of what I was doing at that time, water.
There you go.
And you're calling me the pussy for
Yeah,
you.
say, what is it? Hey, pot. Hey, where's
I
the
know,
pot?
right?
Hey, Kettle.
Well, Cy had to jump off for a second, so at least his mic is muted. So College Cyrus had hair, was quite a bit trimmer.
So you're trying to say he's a fat ass now? Is that what you're trying to say?
That's not what I'm saying.
I think that's what you said.
That's not what I said. We
Sorry,
think
Eugene called you a fat bitch.
Jeans and a t-shirt, and he always wore this one jacket. And I can't remember what the jacket was exactly, but I always remember him wearing this jacket. It wasn't a London Fog, but it kind of looked like a London Fog if I remember correctly. So yeah, like
it's like a London, Ohio fog. Like a cheap version.
See, and you guys have to picture this. When Eugene and Cy were in college and first started hanging out, it was my junior year of high school, and I would come home for lunch every day to grab something to eat right quick, and Eugene and Cy and whoever the hell else they had with them would be hanging out of the house in the living room on the green pleather couch.
Playing N64.
Yes.
Yeah.
That would be the place that would be...
Because they were skipping classes from the local community college.
Yeah, pretty much.
And damn near losing credit. Bunch of dumbasses.
Yeah,
Anyhow.
pretty much. I can't argue with that. So
good times.
So that's our action figure wrap up. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll go ahead and move on to our picks and pans. Does anyone want to go first?
Yes.
I'll go first. Oh, go on, Jay. What is your pick or pan?
Yeah, I went and watched a movie this week.
Okay, what'd you go watch?
Keep in mind, I went and watched it with my daughter. But the new Chipmunks, the road chip.
Okay.
As
a father with a little girl, would you pick or pan it?
I would pick it. She loved it. It did have some funny parts to it. They did a lot of, new pop music just with Chipmunks singing it.
Uh-huh.
which sometimes actually sounded better than the real song. So
I can imagine that.
it wasn't terrible. I did get to see the preview for the Angry Birds movie.
What?
Yeah, which actually looks pretty fucking funny.
It doesn't
Did
look
not even know they were making.
Yeah, the
Yes,
red
sir.
Angry Bird has to go to anger management classes.
Yeah.
It actually doesn't look that bad. She wants to go watch it, and that's one I'm actually not going to fight her over watching.
Well, very cool.
And the fact that I got to go watch this movie for free because of the free movie passes the owner gave me is more of a reason that I could say pick. But if I had to pay for it, I might be saying pan. But
You know what? That does figure into watching a movie, I have to say. So, all right, well, cool. Anyone else?
Yes.
All right, ready? Pick or
Um,
pan.
Oh, it's a pick. It's a pick all the way. Star Wars Rebels has come back from their mid-season hiatus.
Yeah, there you go.
And yes, it was bad A. I'm probably just as, if not more, excited than my son and my daughter. Because she was friggin' pumped about the character from the who had a cameo in it. Yeah, it's awesome. So yeah, definitely pick. Can't wait. We were actually considering dumping DirecTV again pretty quick here, but told my wife, I said, okay, if we cut the cord again before we cut the cord, I'm going to have to go ahead and buy my season subscription to Rebels so we get it immediately. Anyhow, so yeah.
anywho,
Ray, pick or pan?
I'm going to throw a pick out there. This is an older pick. It wasn't a very popular one, but Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy movie.
I love that movie.
And it's just in honor of Alan Rickman.
Yeah. That's a good pick. That's a good pick.
Such a depressed robot.
Yeah, he played it so well.
I know that. I love that fucking movie.
Yeah, it was really good, and like I said, that was probably one of my favorite roles of his. So
Yeah, I agree with that one.
Cyrus, do you have a pick or a pan?
he's back.
Honestly, probably. Yeah, I've been dealing with work stuff. Probably no. I don't have any pick or pan this week. Sorry.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'm gonna jump in with the final one, and my pick for this week is a little game you can download. It's on Steam, but you can also get it on iOS or on Android, so you can get a mobile version. It's called Oregon Trail, not Oregon. Oregon Trail. It's same type. If you remember Oregon Trail, you played when you were a little kid. Same type of graphics, same basic idea. You are taking a group of people from one side of the continent to the other, but in this case, you are going across an irradiated zombie apocalypse. So you start off. You have to name the other people in your party. You are in a station wagon, and you are traveling across the U.S. trying to make sure that you avoid certain cities and stuff. And as you go along, you come across and you'll find tombstones that you can get out and raid. Lots of times zombies will come out after you for that. Instead of hunting animals for food, you have to go out and scavenge food and parts for your vehicle, once again, while fighting off zombies. When you get into towns, you can trade, you can sell. You have to make sure you have medicine for your people. You have to make sure you have parts for your vehicle and gas, of course. You can take on jobs which include protecting people or taking out mercenaries that are trying to take over a town. It's a very simple game. It takes quite a long time to play, but it's one of those things you can kind of pick up, play a little bit, put it back down, and go on and do something else. But it's only like $2 or $3. Totally worth it if you really enjoyed the original Oregon Trail, and especially if you're like me and you love zombies, definitely worth picking up. There's actually some expansion stuff you can buy that will give you some different vehicles and some different routes as well. But for a simple little game that's it's a different spin on a classic, it's actually a lot of fun. I definitely I've got to play all the way through it once, and hopefully I'll start on a second traverse through it, and I was able to make it all the way through with everyone alive. that's one of the other things is if one of your characters get bit, you can try to keep them as long alive as as long as possible. But if you decide that they're not worth the effort, you can kill them. So yeah, I mean, like I said, it does a good job with the whole idea. So so let's talk about where we can find you on the internet, Cyrus.
Videogamevirus.com and obviously epicallygeeky.com.
Jay?
Fuck. What is my goddamn Twitter handle?
JRed1OMA. That's what it is.
Okay, thanks.
And of course, you can find him at Epically Geeky.
Yeah, I have to write that down. Fuck.
Rudy, where can we find you on the internet?
StevensB29, and that's damn near everywhere. Twitter, Pinterest, Facebook, all over the friggin' place. StevensB29.
Ray, where can we find you on the internet?
The best part would be probably Instagram, and you can check me out at Lake Life Artist.
Very cool, very cool. You can find me at Optimus Gene on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Pretty much if you see Optimus Gene, it's me. And if you would, please, wherever you listen to our show, iTunes or Stitcher, go and give us a 5-star rating. There is a place for you to write a review. Don't worry about writing the review. No one reads those anyway. Instead, I want you to describe what your action figure would look like. Make sure to include what they're going to look like, what 3 catchphrases it would say, what 3 accessories it would say, your playset, and your vehicle. So with that, I think that's pretty much it for everyone on the show. Have a good night.